Okay, baseball is back, and yeah, we know we should have started this stuff right after the Super Bowl. In fact, we should have started this stuff a couple of weeks before the Super Bowl began because it's baseball, damn it. It's not only the best sport, it's the original fantasy sport. And for those of us who stay involved in fantasy baseball for 7-8 months out of the year, we also know it's the only non-pussy fantasy sport. But more on that later. Right now, it's pitchers and catchers reporting, it's spring training games. What are we going to offer you guys here? I'm glad you asked because I'm going to tell you. First off, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be running down all of the divisional races and offering you a whole bunch of fantasy tips. And I'll be giving my perspective on most of the interesting baseball stories of the day. And then in mid-March, I'm going to be in Arizona vlogging daily from spring training. Now, I'm going to be telling you what I'm seeing, giving you more fantasy tips, and just being my normal judgmental dickish self. There's plenty not to like about Arizona these days, but frankly, March is an awesome time to visit. And since this is my 18th trip there, I'm going to try to provide something of a travelogue. I'm going to show you the best places to see a game, how to walk up and get tickets, the best places to eat. If you're interested in spring training and going to make a trip there soon, you're going to want to watch what we have to offer over the next few weeks. But during the off-season, there was a whole bunch of off-field things that we just didn't have the bandwidth to cover. For example, what is up with the Dodgers and the Mets? These should be flagship teams instead of the disasters that they are. But the Mets, for example, their owners now implicated in the Madoff scandal, they were taken. Their futures are hanging by a thread, as is the Mets season before it even begins. And the McCourts aren't any better. They've been swimming in red ink ever since they've owned the Dodgers. It's gotten so bad that Fox, yeah, that Fox, has offered to loan the Dodgers $200 million against future TV revenues. The kicker being that if the Dodgers can't pay back that loan, Fox is going to find itself with a sweet TV deal. Now, the interesting thing is that Major League Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig has rejected that deal, probably for a lot of reasons, but the biggest reason is that, like most people watching baseball, he really wants to see the McCourts have to sell that team and just hit the road. It's funny, if you're a Dodger fan, you remember when Fox owned the Dodgers back in the 90s. It was their worst period. They ran the team into the ground. They proved themselves to be the worst owners ever by any objective measure before they sold the team to the McCourts, who turned out to be the second worst owners of the decade. So happy days, Dodger fans. Fox wants to be your daddy again, or at least the McCourt's daddy. Bud Selig is standing in the way. Hopefully he'll stay there. It's a mildly hilarious story that I want to delve into a little more down the road. But for now, we'll kick off our season next time with the AL East. We'll look at that race. And before I go, if you're into fantasy baseball, you really owe it to yourself to check out BaseballHQ.com. We're the leaders in fantasy baseball analysis, have been for a while. You can find my Keeper League articles and my in-season minor league watch lists there. Also, when you're at the site, check out our first pitch seminar conferences. We've just finished New York, Boston, and Baltimore, D.C. this weekend. We're heading to Cleveland and Chicago on March 5th and 6th. And then on March 12th in Los Angeles, you can catch Ron Chandler, Baseball HQ, Jeff Erickson from XM Sirius Radio, and myself and the KFFL kids all in Pasadena on Saturday. Again, it's March 12th, 3 hours of fun. Baseball, fantasy baseball analysis, $40 in advance, $50 at the door. Go to baseballhq.com, check out the site, check out the first pitch logo. I am out of here. How was that?